This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday with the Morning Sprint.
And Destiny Richards is live with the new attractions at Triple Play ahead of spring break.
Mark telling us about a cloudy day with some afternoon showers likely.
But we begin with former President Trump being arraigned in New York today. Let's get right to details.
Derek, in a few hours, former President Donald Trump will become the first president, current or former, to surrender on criminal charges. The Secret Service will deliver Trump to the Manhattan District Court, where he will stand before a judge for arraignment to face those criminal charges, which could include felonies. The charges stem from hush money payments to porn actress Stormy Daniels weeks before the 2016 presidential election. But what's still unknown, if Trump will have a mugshot taken and will it be made public. We also don't know whether the judge will place a gag order on this case. The judge presiding over the case ruled last night that no broadcast cameras will be allowed in the courtroom. But the indictment is expected to be unsealed today, which will provide details about the specific charges Trump will face. All the details on the arraignment is coming up next on Good Morning America.
And more breaking news this hour. At least one person was killed, 30 others injured in the Netherlands when a passenger train carrying 50 people hit a construction crane and derailed early this morning. The crane operator died. Some of the injured were treated on the scene, some in nearby homes. 19 were taken to the hospital.
Also breaking this morning, U.S. Central Command says forces killed an ISIS senior leader in a strike in northwest Syria yesterday. The military identified that leader as Khalid Eid Ahmad al-Jabouri. Central Command says he was responsible for planning attacks into Europe and Turkey and developing ISIS's leadership network.
In our first alert weather forecast, we take a look at the four things you need to know. Afternoon showers coming in, clearing and cold tonight. We're going to see warming up this week, and Easter looks to be dry and temperatures in the low 60s. Forecast radar has us in the clouds, and no doubt we're going to see some afternoon showers fire up in our region happening about 3 o'clock this afternoon, so keep an eye out for that. We will see, again, temperatures that are going to remain cool this morning, warming up to still below average with a high today of 47 degrees.
Today is the second day of jury selection in Boise in the murder trial of Lori Vallow Daybell. She is accused of murdering two of her own children, 7-year-old J.J. Vallow and 16-year-old Tylee Ryan. Both children were last seen alive in 2019. Authorities found their remains in 2020 on property belonging to Vallow's husband, Chad Daybell. Lori Vallow is also accused of conspiring to kill Daybell's first wife. If convicted, she faces life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Congresswoman Catherine McMorris Rodgers took some difficult questions from people during a town hall meeting in Spokane Valley. People asked her questions ranging from banning assault rifles to the war in Ukraine to oil costs. The Congresswoman has also been vocal about banning the app TikTok, citing national security concerns.
The Spokane Valley City Council and Planning Commission are relocating their meetings to the Center Place Regional Event Center while City Hall is being repaired. The city has already filed a lawsuit against the contractors who built Spokane Valley's City Hall, which began deteriorating just 5 years after construction. You can still attend and participate in public meetings at Center Place on North Discovery Place.
If you're staying with your family in town in the Inland Northwest for spring break, we've been talking all about the fun you can have here at Triple Play Family Fun Park in Hayden. If it's been a while since you've been here, they have 2 new rides, the Soaring Eagle Zip Ride and the Nebula Drop. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, to look at all of the different attractions and all of the different pricing for coming here to play. They're also hiring for multiple positions. Again, all of that on our website, KXLY.com.
Today, the first moon mission in 5 decades has its crew. 4 astronauts, Christina Koch, Victor Glover, Reed Wiseman, and Jeremy Hansen, will now start training for the historic lunar flyby, which is set for takeoff in November of 2024. NASA has vowed Artemis 3 will put the first woman and the first person of color on the lunar surface. It will also be the first time humans have touched down on the moon since the Apollo program ended in 1972.
Expect some delays if you're driving on Highway 95 in Coeur d'Alene as construction begins to widen the highway tomorrow. Over the next 4 months, crews will widen the road north of the Spokane River Bridge. And during that time, only 1 lane will be open in each direction. The Idaho Department of Transportation says the project is meant to increase the flow of traffic. Also during construction, drivers will not be able to access the highway from Lincoln Way or Walnut Avenue. If you'd like more information, including a detailed map of what that highway will look like once the project is complete, find the story on KXLY.com. We'll be back with a final check of weather after this.